fighting for my life over here. I'm having like a sneeze attack. My main problem, I think, is this muffin that I just ate, the cornbread muffin. It was left over from last night. We had chili because obviously it's football season. All right, I'm running late. I'm headed out the door. I'm gonna go to the gym. I wasn't sure if I was going to go today. I had something else to do, but then I was like, oh, last time I did that, it was just a waste, so I'm not gonna do it. And I was actually not gonna go to either of them, but here I am. I was like, just make a decision, just do it. It's like this or shower, so, you know, just gotta show up, move a little bit. I'm going to throw an element in. These are my favorite. And when I tell you the workout class I'm going to today, hold on, I gotta get my shoes on. So the workout class I'm going to, I don't know if it's geared toward the older generation, but I'm gonna tell you something. They run circles around me, okay? They kick my bum and they are just great motivation while I'm in that group exercise class. It's a HIIT class, so it's high intensity interval training. So it's a mix of like cardio and weight training. So anyway, let's hit it, come on. You coming? We gotta go. I gotta grab a banana. All right, I got it. We gotta fuel the workout, okay? Come on. Do you ever leave the house and wonder what the heck is going on? I have crap all over my shirt. I don't match. Like, what is this? The good news is, no one's going to care. So there's that. Or notice, really, let's be honest. As long as I show up, I'm doing it for me and I'm not doing it for anyone else. And that's the beauty of these group exercise classes. I know some people can be intimidated by them, but there are always modifications that you can make if you're in there. And, you know, obviously the instructor is really good about showing the modifications, at least in every class I've ever been to. And like, no one's looking at you. That's the thing. Like, they're focused on themselves. That's the beauty of working out. It's about making yourself better and doing it for yourself. And really, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. You can sit there and encourage other people, but at the end of the day, it's all about working on yourself. And that's why I'm there, trying to be healthy, trying to set myself up for success in the future. And this workout class, man, I forgot how wonderful it is. I hadn't been in a long time. And I just love her class. I sped the other clip up, but I kept this one at normal speed so you can really be impressed by, I don't even know what this is called. Going on and off the step at my speed. Wow, look, Tom Cruise, is that you? Stop. I actually have to get better about my agility training because I feel I used to be so much faster. So whatever. Anyway, then she brought out these little bands and stuff. I only got a few clips of the class, really. It's an hour-long class, and I love them so much. But I got these bands and I thought I was doing the right thing, but apparently I wasn't. It like rolled up to my neck. It got caught on my hair. I was like, oh, this is crappy. And then she, you know, was going through the motions. And if you don't pay attention, like I was doing lunges on the same leg twice until I realized, oh crap, I got to switch to the other leg, you know? Anyway, so I did that. That's what I'm saying. Like, the beauty is no one really cares what you're doing. And, you know, you can look around and they'll be looking around just to make sure everyone's doing the same thing. But I love it because it's motivating and I can watch other people with like heavier weights. I'm like, dang, look at them. They're stinking awesome, you know? And then I'm over here with like my 10 pounders, like struggling, sweat, literally dripping buckets of sweat. I'm like, how are they doing it? They're so strong. But here I am just doing the best I can. And that's what it's all about. Oh, this is the clip of me lunges. And then I realized, oh crap, wrong leg. So, yeah. Hey, don't forget to stretch at home. I never do, but you know, I'll remind you. Foam roll. Oh my gosh, I haven't foam rolled in about 100 years. Okay, the plank. I really took this video for me so I can look at my posture, which is like a good thing to do. If you want to know how you're doing, if you want to look at your form, it's great to take video of yourself because I feel like I'm sucking in my abs as much as I stinking can. And I still have that little dip in my back. I'm working really hard on my planks and they're just, I don't know. I feel like I can't get the right form, try as I may. And she was like, dip your leg up. I was like, I got to work on my form, lady. I don't know. So I feel like I could use some progress. All right. That was a big class today. It was fantastic. I'm always glad whenever I go to the gym. I mean, while I'm in there, I'm like, oh, but after I'm like, that was great. What's next? What is next? I need to go home and there's a plethora of things to do. It's Brownie Friday, so I know I'm making brownies. What's for dinner? The age-old question. And then always cleaning. Let's do it together. One more thing I want to mention. If you are feeling dumpy, like, go to the gym. Those people are happy. Everyone in there is like high on endorphins. They'll smile at you. They'll say hi. They'll strike up conversation. It's always a good time. I almost had leftovers for dinner. For breakfast, I mean. I had for dinner. But that's usually, I feel like, what I have for breakfast. Just some leftovers. But we're making eggs instead. Eggs. And I need to go grocery shopping because we are without bacon. Bon appetit. So I'm gonna start on dinner first. Just throwing something in the crock pot. It's like crack pot tortellini soup with chicken and who the heck knows. I don't know what it's called. A rose by any other name. It's going to taste fantastic, hopefully. It starts off, this is like really good quality bacon. I'm kind of regretting using this. I'm gonna cook up the bacon. That's really the only step. And then the rest is like a dump and go kind of recipe. Kind of. Like you dump most of it and then you let it cook and then you dump some more right before the end. And I don't know, hopefully it's great. I've never tried it before, but the last crock pot meal I made was a really big hit with the family and I've never made that before either. So it's always fun to try new recipes. So while the bacon's cooking up over there, I'm going to throw the chicken into the crock pot. Mine is like 99% frozen. I just ran it underwater to loosen up the packaging. I'm using thighs because I have about 75 pounds of chicken thighs in my freezer that I need to use up. Next, I'm gonna throw on some ranch seasoning. Listen, I don't know when this expired. I'm 99.9% sure this is expired. Oh, there's no date on it. Oh wait, yeah, there is. Oh! No one needs to know. No one needs to know. I don't think I have enough of this, so I am going to add in some of the Italian seasoning. It's like the Italian salad dressing and recipe mix kind of thing. I think that adds a lot of flavor, and I think I particularly like it a little bit more than the ranch dressing seasoning. And then I'm gonna toss in an onion that I just diced up. I think the gal used red onion, but I'm just using what I have. And the bacon that I'm cooking behind me, which you can hear sizzle, I started that off in a cold pan and then heated everything up together, and that renders most of the fat out. The best and only way to cook bacon. I'm going to add a block of cream cheese, 6 cups of chicken broth. This is just water, but I do have some better than bouillon. I'm gonna add some of that. Mix in all the flavors. Ooh, this is looking real good. And then I'm gonna add in the bacon, trying to not add in the grease, but like, if it goes in, that's just extra flavor, baby. I like to save my bacon fat when I cook eggs and stuff. It's this counterintuitive, putting like crispy bacon with all of that. All right, low and slow is the way to go. Hey, guess what else is happening today? I somewhat have my life together, and I am going, today's the day it's gonna happen. I'm making chicken stock. I should have washed this onion. I'm quartering an onion, just so it kind of stays together, but it's gonna kind of fall apart. I'm washing the outsides. I like to leave the skin on. You could take this, what was that noise? You could take the skins off, but I think it gives it a really nice, rich golden color. I also have some celery, parsley, I gotta wash those. I've got some thyme, controversial, but I'm gonna add in some sage. Is that just like a turkey stock? I think this has such nice fragrance to it. I'm gonna add it, I don't care. And what else do I need? Carrots, and I thought about just washing them and not peeling them, but I just want to elevate my chicken stock, and I don't want an ounce of that dirty flavor if I miss like a speck of dirt or something. So I'm just going to peel these and then give them a wash. I made chicken stock once before. Hold on, let me wash the... And it's just far superior than the stuff that you buy at the store. I'm just cutting the tops off. I'll feed all these scraps to my chickens and they'll be so happy about it. And I'm just gonna chunk it up. Nothing special goes into it. I think some people even use the scraps, like that part of the carrot, just leave it on. Who cares? And I just give it a nice chunk. I'm gonna do 4 carrots because I have a lot of chicken bones. Got 2 onions, 4 ribs of celery, but I might add some celery. I'll see, I can always change my mind. And then I've got some parsley over here. I think this is gonna give it a ton of great flavor. Just like rub it up a little bit, rev it up, wake it up some. And then I've got some thyme. I'll just throw that right in. Ooh, this is so fragrant. Add a little more. Kind of smells like grass, actually. Oh no, that's the parsley. That's what I smell. It's my least favorite herb. And then some sage. This is probably one of my favorites. All right, I'm gonna throw that in too. I need some for an upcoming dinner. Ooh, and does it call for garlic? I think so. I'm just gonna grab a bulb. Just taking the skins off of a whole bulb's worth of garlic. I just feel like you can't really make anything without garlic. Unless you hate it, then leave it out, I don't care. My chicken stock will just be better than yours, no big deal. I can't believe I'm finally doing this. I've been saying I need to make more for a while now, so I'm pumped. I'm gonna grab my huge pot and get going. So I've got my huge stock pot, and I have probably the bones of like 3 chickens in here. Is that necessary? No, I could probably make 2 sets of this, so it's whatever, it's fine. One of them was really, really little. I just took that out of my freezer, so it is really frozen. I'm going to add everything I just chopped up, cover this with water, and then just let it simmer all day. It looks good already. It's like a ratatouille. I am going to add in 1 more stalk of celery that I just did up, and as much water will fit in here, so probably about 24 cups. This is 16 going in, and 24. There are a ton of bones in here, and part of me is like, oh, should I split this up? I've got another pot that's this size. Probably, right? All right, well, here we are. Maybe this one fits? Hey! Well, the laundry and I meet again. I'm gonna throw a load in. By the way, I just realized I didn't, still have like my yellow shoes here. Ugh! I didn't turn my crock pot on, so I just did that. I don't know why there are garbage bags everywhere. I don't, what, like, is this garbage? These were from the, what, like, why are these home with us? I have so many questions no one has answers for. Also, always so much laundry. It wouldn't be this bad if I would have put it all away. Like Eleanor's got put away, that didn't, and it's just, you know. It's actually not that bad. Oh! The hand towels just fell. They just fell behind there. I don't know if I can reach them. No, they're down there. Break my washing machine. Okay, goal for today. This would have been nice if Meredith had this yesterday for her dance class, but instead I put her in one that I thought was too small for her. It turns out it's the perfect size. Leotards, they look so little, and then you put them on, and you're like, wow, that fits. But I got it from the thrift store for like $2, so I feel like that was a deal. Okay, I'm going to deal with this right now, and the goal for today is to get this laundry room spick and span, and I actually have a little piece of decor to put up, maybe over there in the corner. I'm really excited about it. I think you're gonna like it too. What the heck is this? Another garbage bag. Like, where do these even come from? And then I'll tidy up the house a little bit, make brownie Friday, because I think that needs to chill before we can eat it. I think we're doing movie night tonight. Eleanor needs to run to the store to get a gift for her friend's birthday party tomorrow. I think that's the only birthday party we have this weekend. I think Avelina's having a friend come home with her, so I'm gonna have to make sure there's space in the car and the car is tidy enough at pickup. And like, you guys, when you're picking up your kids, what do you look like? What do you look like? I'm gonna tell you something. I look like that, like this is me on a good day, looking fine. This is the best you're gonna get from me, okay? But these moms at pickup looking like Julia Roberts. I'm like, wait, how do I do that? Because I just so far have been incapable of doing. Maybe I'm just doing myself a disservice comparing myself to these other moms who, you know, literally have kids that are not needing them so much, and I still have little kids. I still have like a 1-year-old, you know? But nonetheless, I compare, not that I want to, just because it's human nature. Oh, look, woman across the room style. Look at that woman across the room. She's so poised. She's so beautiful. She's so put together. Why can't I be like that? And the secret is, I'm the woman across the room from her, okay? It's like, man, she's got leggings on, and that's about it. She looks like a hot mess express. How does she do it? How does she put her hair in that bun? I just want to look like Julia Roberts for one day, okay? Wouldn't that be extraordinary? I feel like at the end of the day, that's all I have to give. What's that Backstreet Boys song? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's so good. I'll be there to make you smile. I don't have a fancy car to get to you. I'd walk 1,000 miles. Never be apart. Come on. I have to give. Without you, I don't think I could live. What a bop. They don't make songs like this anymore, do they? I wouldn't know, honestly. I don't listen to the radio much. And when I do, it's Bobby Bones in the morning. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, at the end of the night. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, last night I passed out. I tried, oh, you know how when you're so tired and you try to stay awake and you're like, you know, I haven't had 5 seconds myself all day. Just stay awake, please. And your body's like shutting down. We were trying to get the kids to bed early. We made a mistake. Why did we think we were capable of putting the kids to bed early so we could sit down and actually enjoy a football game? Never has that ever happened. We tried our best and the kids were like, what are you doing? So we eventually, you know, got them to bed. Wolfgang, for whatever, oh, I know why he was awake, because the previous morning he woke up at 2:30 in the morning, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to go. So I'm like, what the heck is this kid wanting? So I went to the kitchen. He was hungry. I fed him something. He was up for probably an hour, but then I was up for however much longer. So I think that's really why I was so exhausted that particular day. But anyway, I tried my best to watch the football game. I fell asleep. Did you guys see it? I definitely did not catch the end. I didn't even make it to halftime. But I heard it was an upset. I am excited though because it's the start of football season, baby. If you watch football, it's an exciting time. I know, like pros and cons. We're not super into it, but I do like the football food, okay? That might be my favorite part. But I'll tell you what, I fell asleep right there on the couch with the baby on top of me and woke up to him having a bloody nose. There's blood everywhere on him, on me. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? That like state of panic you get into, you know? He's fine. One of our other kids gets frequent nosebleeds as well. And it could just be out of the blue. It could be a weather change. It could be literally like the smallest thing will trigger it. But anyway, I know it's time to do laundry because this morning when I was getting dressed for the gym, I didn't in my head have anything planned because I think I told you I wasn't really planning on going to the gym today, but that's just how it worked out. You know, I was sitting there like, what, like, you know, and I just thought, well, you know, just go. And I'm so glad that I went. But while I was getting ready, like all my clothes are in here, but I was looking for a shirt to wear. I'm pretty sure this one had to have been worn and not washed because I found it in my closet, which is just a catastrophe in and of itself. But I couldn't find any other shirts. I know I have a lot, which just tells me that I need to do laundry. I have a basket of laundry in our bathroom that I need to wash. You know, I'm trying to have a routine, and sometimes I'll force myself into a routine like, yeah, I got it, no worries. And then I'll be on top of it for like maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then something will go awry, and then everything will crumple. And then I'll just have to be in survival mode to try to catch up to getting back to normal, you know? And that's how I feel like I am right now. But eventually I'll get to it. It might just not be on the timeline that I'm wanting it to be on. And like, it's the weekend, so who wants to do laundry on the weekend? I think this weekend, we don't really have anything planned. Like, you know, nothing big. So I think I'll have a lot of time this weekend to put toward getting my house back in order. So whatever I don't get to today. All right, that's looking good. The good thing about that laundry is that it is all Avelina's, every piece. She likes to do her laundry separate. Her and Eleanor typically do it separately. Sometimes Eleanor's gets mushed in if she has other things that she like needs, so I'll just wash it with everything else. But that's probably my favorite way to do it. Just, that's all yours, into a basket and go. It's just harder with the younger kids because they like go take a bath in my bathroom and like their dirty clothes get meshed up with our, do you know what I mean?
Hey, do you ever really think about like how fast time goes by? I just have this feeling of like there aren't enough hours in the day some days, most days, let's be real. And then I don't, it's such a mix of emotions, but I feel like sometimes time is passing me by and I'm just like, wait. I'm missing it. I'm missing it. Anyway, I feel like I'm wasting my life away doing laundry, stuff that needs to get done. You got to get done the stuff that needs to get done so then you can do the things that you want to do. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Okay. This towel drawer, haven't had towels in it in way too long. It's such a wonderful convenience to have a little towel drawer like that. I've never had one before, and it's just nice. I mean, this drawer isn't ideal really, but it's perfect for what I need. It'll hold like, how many towels are in there? 10. I put a towel, like hand towels in there, and then also the cleaning towels, which is just so nice because sometimes I'll need one and I don't want to walk all the way to this closet to get one, which is really like, 5 steps. And so I'll just wipe my hands like on my pants or whatever. So yeah, laziness sets in and I'm like, do I really need a little towel to wipe my hands off? Okay, this linen closet, speaking of it, what the heck happened to it? I feel like I had just decluttered. I had just gone in there and made everything all nice and fresh. And I open it and there's just random towels. Do you ever see those people with, Pinterest perfect homes and the same colored towels and everyone's bathroom looks amazing and they open their linen closet and everything's all nice and organized and they have matching towels? I don't have any matching towels in my house. Try as I may, I thought, okay, everything's going to be white. And then I had white towels. I'm like, ooh, this isn't working out because I don't want yellow towels, I don't want dingy white towels. And so I bought blue towels for Wentworth's closet. And then I bought as many as they had at Home Goods, and I needed more. So then I bought, matching towels for the big girls' Jack and Jill bathroom or Jill and Jill bathroom back there, and those look nice. So I guess it kind of works out because there's a set of towels for each bathroom, kind of, except for a couple of them. I don't know. It does, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter is what I'm getting at. Like, who cares if you have matching towels? Not really anyone, because it doesn't matter as long as you have a towel that can be used and you're good to go. Really, I probably have way too many towels in the house, but sometimes we have no clean towels at all. And that's when it becomes a problem. That's when I know I need to do laundry. And having laundry piling up in the laundry room is kind of a problem in and of itself, because then you waste time looking for these things and, oh, where is this? And, oh, I think it's in here. Let me go through this pile of laundry. And, oh, I don't think it's in there because I went through it once, but really it's just hidden under, a blanket or something. So it is a problem, and I'm trying to fix that problem today, and I successfully did so. I can check that off my list. Fantastic. I feel very productive. Be productive. Put your pollen tube to test. If you've seen Grease 2, you know what I'm talking about. Should have won a Grammy. Let's be real. Okay. Speaking of shirts that I looked forever for, I'm in disbelief right now. I don't even know. I'm like, how much time did I waste in my life? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I've wasted so much time looking for things because I can't stay on top of it and I can't stay organized and I can't stay on top of laundry because it's just too much. It's a lot. I guess we stay on top of it. It gets done when it needs to get done, and everyone pitches in to help. So it's just sometimes things get busy and other things take priority and all that stuff. You understand. But anyway, I was looking for that shirt last week, which I can't even believe it's been a week since we went to a wedding. Like, it feels like one day. It feels like we went there yesterday. It was such an amazing time, such a wonderful wedding. Oh, it was so great. I loved it so much. Let's go to another one. When you get married, invite me, okay? Because we would love to join in on the madness and magical, wonderful memories. But anyway, last week I was looking up and down all around for Wolfgang's dress shirt. Couldn't find it anywhere. When I tell you I was tearing the house apart, when I tell you I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, I'm being honest. Okay, it was me trying to get all of the kids ready because I told you Alex was in the bridal party, so he had to be there at all day. And so I'm like, okay, kids, I don't want to get them ready too early because then they'll eat and get crap all over themselves, and I don't want to get them ready too late. And I thought I had all of their stuff planned and ready to go, but Wolfgang's tux or suit, whatever, was missing that one shirt. Where was it? Oh, in the laundry room in his laundry basket, on the bottom of his laundry basket nonetheless. And anyway, I wasted time looking for it. I wasted time having to run to Target, freaking out because I'm like, oh, do I have time to do this? I don't have an option. He needs a shirt. He doesn't have a white shirt that fits him. I have to run to Target. Hopefully they have a white shirt. And guess what? Thankfully, they did have a white shirt in his size. Was it perfect? No. But did it work? Yes. Did anyone care? Absolutely not. I could have put him in a black shirt. I could have put him in a Batman shirt and no one would have cared. But for whatever reason, I was like, okay, he's gotta have this shirt, right? At the end of the day, it didn't matter, but we got it done. We were there on time. We were actually early and everything worked out. And you know what? It rained on their wedding day. Isn't it ironic? Hey, Alanis Morissette. Oh, the wonderful days of Alanis Morissette. That was my first CD. Actually, I think she's coming to Tampa soon, or did she already come to Tampa? I would love to see her. It probably won't happen. But anyway, I put away all of Wentworth's laundry as well, and it's such a delight. It takes a little bit more time and effort to put... Did you see when I first started putting his laundry away, he had like one pair of shorts in his shorts drawer? How many of his items were, dirty and then cleaned and now they're whatever. But I just couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh, he has literally 100 shorts he could wear, which is actually perfect because that's the exact amount that he needs for 1 week at school. Because he goes to school, puts shorts on, and then like after school he's doing soccer and he gets sweaty, so he changes shorts again, and then after that he like runs in the lake, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, why aren't you wearing a bathing suit? Go change your shorts. So anyway, he goes through a lot in one day. We thought Meredith went through a lot of clothes because she plays and dress up, and she'll come home and then play dress up, and then in her bathing suit and whatever. So it's a good time, and thankfully my kids have plenty of clothes to go through. Thankfully we have all this laundry, right? Pros and cons to everything. So I have entered Meredith's room and trying to put all of her clothes away too. And I was successful in doing so. And it was so fantastic. It feels so, I cannot explain. Can't explain to you how wonderful it feels. And folding the clothes like this in their dresser, I used to just like plop them in there. And then if they wanted something, it was harder for them to find it. So I have started folding them like this. And while it does take a little bit more time and effort on the front end, it saves time and effort when they're looking for something. So, pros and cons. What do you want to spend your time doing is what I'm trying to say. So I've been doing this. We'll see how long I can stay on top of it. So far, so good. Don't look in my closet though, because I definitely don't do any of that in my closet. I literally dumped these 2 piles of my clothes on the floor. And I was like, I will deal with you in a couple months. Okay, tomorrow I'll pick through you to find out what I'm going to wear. But anyway, check out this laundry room. I couldn't tell you the last time that I saw it this clean. Do you know? You probably know better than I do. A year ago, that's my guess. Maybe the beginning of this year when I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay on top of stuff. And then January 3rd hit and I was like, yeah, never mind. Okay, just kidding. But anyway, I'm giving it a nice wipe down. Not that it's dusty really because, it had a pile of clothes on top of it. But, dust accumulates and dirt and all grime and all that good stuff. So it's always nice to give it a good wipe down. And plus that detergent, the powder detergent kind of gets some places. And then just giving these a wipe down. These needed it more than anything else. And then this sink area always gets so filthy. We pile stuff here. Sometimes we put dirty clothes here. If they've been outside in the sand and the mud and the dirt, whatever, we'll put it in here rather than putting it in the laundry basket. So it's really convenient to have this thing, but it does get dirty. So I'm just giving it a good wipe down. So it's ready to get dirty again, I suppose. So I recently got something a little special off of Amazon. And I thought this was so funny, and I'm going to hang it in my laundry room. It is a plaque with a picture of the employee of the month. Let's do it. Here it is out of the package. Doesn't it just look great? So we all know who works the hardest on laundry. So I figured it was time for him to have his moment. The laundry master, Alex, or as he's known around our house, the king of laundry. So I think this is just the perfect spot to honor him. And I'm gonna see if he even notices. Can we get this nail in? All right, there we go. Everybody, round of applause for the laundry master. I love that.
It's hilarious.
He'll tell you himself the hardest part of doing laundry is starting it and also remembering to switch it over. And that is what Alex does best. So I'm so proud of him. He's done a great job keeping on top of stuff. And here we are to commemorate his hard work and dedication. Amazing. And can we just take a moment at how beautiful the laundry, listen to that music of the machines. Before I get into making the stuff for Brownie Friday, I just printed out the recipe. Where did I put it? Okay, it's over here. It's looking like a good one. I'm really excited about it, but first I'm going to cut up some watermelon. Oh, this just looks so juicy. The last bit of summer we're hanging on for dear life. Are you ready for it? Because technically fall doesn't start until like, what is it, the 22nd or so? I mean, listen, I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for nicer weather. Sick of sweating all day. Thank goodness for AC. All right, here we go. Yeah, that was worth $5. So since it's not quite fall, I was looking for a dessert to make for Brownie Friday, and I kept trying to look for a fall inspired dessert. And I was like, you know what? It's not even fall. Not everything has to be fall vibes. And so I found this one. Perfect. No, it doesn't say perfect at all. I think it's going to be perfect. Peanut butter pretzel pie. 3 layers. Kind of the same vibe as the chocolate lasagna that we have made and fallen in love with. I mean, it's so good. Last time I made it for a family dinner, devoured. Avelina had a friend over, and you know, halfway through dinner, 3/4 way through dinner, she left and she said, save me a piece. But she told me to save her a piece before she knew we were, like, she left after we had cake where she had a piece. And then she came home and she's like, where's my piece? I was like, oh, you already ate one. I didn't know you wanted me to save you another one. So that's how much people love it. So maybe, who knows, like maybe this is gonna be better. It starts off with the peanut butter layer with pretzels, and that's the catalyst for this recipe because I have about 8 bags of pretzels I need to go through. I don't have as many pretzels as I thought I did, but the stuff that I opened, I think today or yesterday when I was packing lunches, the bag completely ripped. Here's the part that always confuses me. It calls for 2 cups of pretzels, and then you crush them. Do you crush 2 cups of pretzels, or do I need 2 cups of crushed pretzels? Those are 2 different things. I'm just gonna do the rest of the bag of what I have. It's good. 5-second rule. Oh, when's the last time you had a pretzel? The carbs, the salt. Dang! I just unlocked a memory, okay? I'm melting the butter, I'm getting the pan ready, and it says to put parchment paper on the pan, but mine never really like stays, so a hack to that is to crumble it up so it's more malleable. Do you remember elementary school, middle school, I don't know, being in school, I never did this at home, you take a piece of paper, like a piece of loose leaf lined paper, crumple it up, uncrumble it, do this 700 times, and you get the texture of like a tissue. It becomes nice and soft. I know I don't have one single unique experience in my entire life, so I'm sure someone else had to have done it too. That and glue on the bottom of an index card box, and then you let the glue set, and you've got yourself a little book. What are those things called? Book note? A notebook? It's not a notebook, it's a bookkeeper, a page keeper. What is that called? A bookmark. You could decorate it, glitter, throw some other crap in there, whatever you wanted, man. I did so many of those. Oh, the good old days. Okay, well that's set. I have about 2 cups of that pretzel mixture in here, and I'm going to add 3/4 cup of butter to it, so a 1.5 sticks of butter. And I'm just gonna give it a blend to make sure it's all nice and coated. All right, looks good to me. I make something similar with 3 ingredients. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, Aunt Annie's, whoo.
So I'm just gonna dump it into a 9x13 pan. Make sure I get it all out. I make something kind of similar, but kind of completely different. And it's a no-bake recipe. This one, you have to bake it. So I'm gonna throw this into a 400-degree oven for 5 minutes. I just got re-excited about this because there are 4 layers. I thought it was just the pretzel. I was like, this is a really thin layer. And then I used my brain and read a little bit. 4 layers, the pretzel crust, peanut butter filling, oh, drooling, pudding layer, and topping. And I'm actually so thankful that I have pudding at home because on my way home from the gym is a Whole Foods. And so I went there to get a few things, like spent an arm and a leg. Actually, funny story about the pumpkins that I bought that I'm really excited about. 3 of them, I'll share that story with you in Cook With Me. Hopefully that's coming up. Hopefully I get my life together. Anyway, they don't have the pudding boxes. They're probably not good for us. I have homemade pudding mix. Anyway, I also have the Jell-O pudding mix, so it's all good. I have it all. And then the topping, so 4 layers. I just grabbed this out of the oven. 5 minutes goes by fast. And I'm gonna shove it in my, what's that called? Refrigerator. This smells like Auntie Anne's, Aunt Annie's, the pretzel place at the mall. It smells so good. I don't think it's necessary, but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this peanut butter layer calls for 2 packages of le cream cheese. It says I can add all the ingredients and then whip it, but from experience, I'm gonna whip this first for a little bit. Just so there aren't any huge chunks of cream cheese here, a little splash of vanilla extract. I'm gonna throw in 1 cup of powdered sugar, and then 1 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. I'm gonna add a little bit more for that 1/4 cup. I'm gonna give this a mix.
This thing got a little gunked up. I think it has seen its day. It's only about 50 years old.
What the heck happened? That tastes great just like that. All right, someone gets to lick those. And then you know what else Whole Foods doesn't have? Normal whipped topping. They're all plant-based or coconut or stuff like that. So I'm going to add about a cup of that in and then just mix this together. Fold it in, if you will. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice and light and fluffy now. And take a nice little licking. Perfect. I'm gonna take my pan and plop this right on top and then let it set in the fridge for 30 minutes. And then I'll add the 3rd layer. I'm gonna put it together in the meantime. Okay, it's picking up the pretzels as I press it down. So flatten it out and don't move it. I don't know why I put parchment paper down. I never do this. It's a little ridiculous. All right, there's that. So the next layer is the pudding layer. Pretty simple. I'm just adding 2 packages of the Jell-O chocolate pudding mix, and these are 3.9 ounces each. And then I'm gonna blend it up with 3 cups, can't read this. 3 cups of milk. I'm gonna mix this until it's like, I don't know, starting to look like pudding. Okay, I think that's as good as we're going to get. Check the consistency. Pudding. Okay, so I didn't let this sit for 30 minutes because I'm impatient and I just don't care. So I'm gonna plop the pudding right on top of this and then allow it to sit for 30 extra minutes. I might throw it in my freezer just so I can like finish it and move on with my day. I'm really regretting this parchment paper.
I'm not sure why it called for parchment paper. I don't know if I was supposed to take it out at some point, but I don't recommend doing the whole parchment paper spiel. Just don't waste your time and effort doing it. I think it looks so much nicer if you have a clear pan and then all of that. Like the pretzel and butter mixture, it's not gonna stick. It's like a cup of butter. You know what I mean? I don't know, I really regret doing that. We haven't eaten it yet, but eventually we will, later today, hopefully. And I'll let you know how it is. How about that? I'll let you know how it is. But right now, I'm tidying up while I'm waiting for that to, cool in the freezer. And, when I was done with cleaning the kitchen, because that's what I'm doing in the meantime, I opened the freezer. What was I doing? I asked Google. I was like, hey, Google, how much time is left on the timer? Sorry if I just set up your device. But It was like, oh, you don't have a timer set. That I couldn't tell you how many times a day that happens to me when I specifically say, set a timer for, and then it doesn't set a timer. I'm like, I can't rely on anyone, you know? Anyway, those s'mores that I showed you, those s'more bites, holy cow. Wow, those are fantastic is all I have to say. I thought about making some date balls because I haven't made date balls in so long. I love them. I should make them, but I haven't. So anyway, I bought those instead. And not as healthy, but man, are they delicious. It's basically a big marshmallow covered in chocolate with a little graham cracker crust. Love it. And hey, if you're wondering about how my avocado seed is doing, ouch! There it is. Sorry, just hurt myself. And it's growing a root. Are we so happy? I had 2 seeds going, but now I understand why you're supposed to put like the toothpicks in the seed. I thought it was just to keep it above water, and maybe it's multi-purpose because it's keeping it above water in the glass, but 2, it's keeping it together. The other one, it was growing a root and it just fell apart in half. So I had to get rid of that. I still have the part in there that's growing the roots. I don't know if it will continue to grow. I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, I've got 2 seeds, growing roots. Who knows if they'll make it into the ground, honestly. And I've had luck in the past just getting an avocado seed and throwing it in the dirt and then letting nature take its course. And it's worked. So, do whatever you want. That's how it works in nature. The fruit falls to the ground, it rots, the seed is exposed, and, it just starts growing again. So some people like to make it all complicated. Like, there's 7 steps to grow it. Just let it go. It'll be fine. It'll either grow or it won't, and you can try again. Next time you eat an avocado and get an avocado seed. Actually, it depends. It does depend on what kind of seed it is. Because if it's from a different country, it goes through some kind of radiation. And so it may or may not grow. It might grow, but it may never produce fruit. And then you have to graft it. And it's a whole thing. It's so complicated in that aspect. It's not and it is all at the same time. It's like, why waste your time on that too? It's like, how many more minutes do I have in my life? And do I want to be spending it trying to grow an avocado? I don't even like avocados. You know what I mean? Anyway, I have that starfruit tree in the backyard, and I don't know. I feel like it could look better too. I have yet to get a starfruit from it, but maybe one day. Okay. I cleaned my whole kitchen. It hasn't looked this clean in weeks. It feels so good to have clean surfaces, clean sink. Not dishes piling up. Dinner in the crock pot, so I know there's not going to be a ton of dishes, making dinner and stuff. So the last step to this, after you let the pudding cool in the fridge or freezer 15 minutes, fridge, 30 is what it said. I don't know how long I let it sit, however long it took me to clean. And then it says 8 ounces of the whipped cream on top, or the whipped topping. And you know what? The amount of whipped topping it looks like they have in the picture is 16 ounces. That's all I'm going to say. These people on the blogs, I trust them as far as I can throw them. How about that? I topped mine with a little bit of chocolate and a little bit of crushed pretzels. And I'm about to try it, and I'll let you know how it is. Here's the crock pot meal. It's been cooking all day. The block of cream cheese is barely spread out, so I'm just going to give it a mix, make sure the chicken is all cooked. I'm going to take the chicken out and shred it a little bit. I was trying to jab it. It's not really working. I'm trying to take the lazy way out and get a potato masher. I feel like that's going to work the best. Heck yeah, it is. Check that out. It's falling right apart because it's been cooking for so long, so it's actually perfect. All right, then it calls for some tortellini. You can do frozen if you want. I just get the packages from Costco, and I feel like they're going to cook up a little bit faster because they're not frozen, and they cook up really fast like in a normal stovetop. And then some cheese. I think I put this in now. It calls for 3 cups of yellow cheese, but that's what I have and that's what I'm going to use. And I feel like that's cheesy enough. So I'm gonna mix that in and let it cook for like 30 more minutes. Well, it hasn't exactly been 20 minutes or 30 minutes, however long, I don't know, I'm impatient. I feel like these are done, and if I let them overcook, then that's not good. So somebody ring the doorbell. I'm gonna garnish it with a little bit of green onion for some color and flair. Surprisingly, really nice flavor, the depth of flavor because of the smokiness of the bacon. I think that adds a lot to it. I love the onions in there, the spices. It's not spicy, but it has a lot of flavor, which is great. Highly recommend. I would make it again and again. I'm going to cut into this dude with my brownie spatula. I'm thinking of picking it all up, but it's so goopy. I really, really regret this paper, but here we are. Okay, well, surprisingly, these layers are absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to have Alex come and take a taste test of this because I just did, and it's fantastic. Very similar to the chocolate lasagna, just obviously slightly different because of the peanut butter in there. But if you like peanut butter, that's a really good thing. And the saltiness of the pretzels, so great. I don't even know why I ask Alex. We can't trust him when it comes to food. He says 10 out of 10, probably the best thing I've ever made. Different than the chocolate lasagna, he said. You know, the flavor profile is different. So anyway, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. So there's my hot take. Make it if you want. Bon appetit. Bye.